Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, blue 60. Hey, tight there. Double right. He's coming. We got double right. 11.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
X3, 218, jump. Check three. Hey.
Now Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Grant. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, 2.
Throwing is Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Grant. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 22. Hey, 70. Mike 54. Hey, next guy. Hey, easy. He's checking.
Now it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Stafford throws complete to Galladay. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the interception, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strong right. Hey. You got 3. Green. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Easy. Hey, man, move it. You got to get that. Follow.
Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Fights free at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check. Press down. Topper. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey.
They will run with Grant. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford now to throw. And that would be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 26. Flip it. Alert 3. 5 on the 50.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Short. 42. Mike 42. I got it.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Rush in. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, straight. 10. Let me go.
Here's Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Bound to lose one. Shit. Here we go, even. Check 6 guys.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
80 weapons. Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, and he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Check, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Easy, easy, easy.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
It's 3rd and 7.
Ready. Blue ready. Check, 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 check. Butt set, butt set. Hey, alert 30. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy, 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 easy. Hey, switch.
On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Check 37, check 37, check 13, check 13. Hey, check 3. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Wait. Switch. Even. Crunch. Easy. Back.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 46-yard line.
Check, stop. Check. Ready to go.
On second and a yard, Winston eluding the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Easy. Hey, he's coming in motion. Hey. Shift. Wait. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And middle.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Mike 51. Mike 51. Yeah.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Check 43. Check.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to go down again. It's the former Lion, Ndamukong Suh, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Easy. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. Check.
They'll go again to Jones. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. White 25. Bunch formation. Come on, boys, come on. Check. Contact. Green, triple team. Watch twist. Check 9. Let's go, let's convert. Easy. Hey, let's go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught by Evans. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Out. Easy. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Mike 42. Watch QB drop.
Running right, Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Under 10. Green, triple team.
Here's Winston. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 22.
Easy. Hey, check. Mike 42. It's a party now.
Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Touchdown.
2nd and 3.
Watch quick. Hey, stop. 24. Check 24.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Let's get the ball. Wait. Check. Come on.
Now Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mike 42. I'm trying to come. 42 the Mike, boys. 42.
Working out of the gun. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gay's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This will be taken very short, and he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They go back to Grant, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Middle. Watch the whip. Hey.
This is Grant. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready? 45. Mike, 45.
Lions go for it on fourth. It's Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
I'm coming after you. 53. Ready? He's checking credit. Pilot, 64. Reach.
On second down now. It's Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Stafford. It's complete to Grant. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
What we got? Watch that. Holding. 45 to Mike. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. 45.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got Curse. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, easy. Hey, Delta.
Stafford on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, 50.
After the sack on first down, Stafford, that's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Wahoo! 45, Mike, 45.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey. Check Mike 54. Who that?
From the red zone now, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check safety. Check safety. Slam. Rotate.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Winston. He completes it to Evans. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Take 4, take 4. Mike 42, Mike 42, check, check, Mike 42. Green, come and see. I'm coming. Watch out.
Here's Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Back to it after the pick six. Winston looking downfield for Godwin. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Kill. Turn up.
Now Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Check it back.
They'll run on first down. Grant, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Check 99.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Prater on to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a
crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
I'm going to come back to you.
On first down, it's Grant. Past the 20. It's a gain of 34. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.